we know about keeping 2 days of Yom Tov, right? We outside of Israel keep 2 days, while in Israel they keep 1 day. What about Purim? Does anybody keep 2 days of Purim? Well, we do slightly with Shushan Purim. That is, what do we do on Shushan Purim? We don't say Tachnun, we don't say Lam Natzech, and also it says you should have a bit of an extra meal, perhaps even an extra drink today. And my grandson got a call from someone saying, would you please read the Megillah for me on Shushan Purim, in a place where they read it on Purim day. That is, Shushan Purim is kept in Yerushalayim, and any other city that was walled at the time of the entry of the Jewish people into the land of Israel. That is, because just like Shushan was a walled city, in order to give honor to Yerushalayim, they declared that any city that was walled from the time of the entrance of the Jewish people to the land of Israel in the time of Joshua would also keep Shushan Purim, the second day, rather than the first day. So he gets this call, would you please read the Megillah for me in Beit Shemesh on Shushan Purim? So my daughter calls me up and says, is he allowed to do this? Because they keep, and the city of Beit Shemesh, Ramat Beit Shemesh, keeps regular Purim day. So I said, well, let me find out. The person who asked, I know, he is a Talmud Chacham, he's a scholar, he knows what he's doing, and so let me find out. So I went on the internet and I found his article about why he keeps 2 days of Purim. Now, many of us would say, why not? If I can have a second day for drinking, it's certainly worthwhile keeping 2 days of Purim. But I don't know him that well, how much he drinks or doesn't drink, but he explains that in the Gemara we find that any city which was in doubt whether it had a wall at the time of Yoshua bin Nun also keeps the second day. And he said, the city of Beit Shemesh, we have perhaps the best archaeological records, number one, and Tanakh record, should say the other way around, the best Tanakh records and the best archaeological records that it was a walled city in ancient times, and that perhaps the city of Beit Shemesh is actually built on top of the ruins of that old city. And another thing is that once an Eruv is built on an area, that means you are encompassing this area all to be as one. And therefore, if even a part of it, of that city, was there, of that ancient city, the Eruv, which encloses the city of Beit Shemesh, and he says Ramat Beit Shemesh also, is therefore part of that ancient walled city, and that it's a proper and a good thing to do to keep 2 days. The next question is, well, you can only help somebody fulfill the mitzvah if you yourself are obligated in it. In other words, I can read the Megillah only for someone who keeps the first day, because I keep the first day. Someone who keeps the second day can't read on the first day. So what about over here? My grandson keeps the first day, as 99% of the people in Ramat Beit Shemesh. How can he read it for him on the second day? So my thought was, I haven't spoken to this other person, but he feels that my grandson has the same obligation as he does. So he feels that he should be keeping it. So therefore, according to him, he is obligated also. Anyway, part of the Purim Torah and the celebration of Purim should continue, and the ultimate and complete redemption of the Jewish people.